up? Hotep to the Nas, Hotep to the family and a Black African Power. It's your brother Ishmael Law back at you again with another week of More Than Words Radio. I'd like to welcome all the listeners out there. And I hope y'all got your fatigues on. You know how it is. So we got a good topic tonight. We are dealing with responsible scholarship. And I think that that's definitely a necessary topic that should be touched upon because there's definitely a need for responsible and sound scholarship out there. If anybody would like to call in, the phone number is 760-913-4135. And then just hit 1 on your phone, and that will raise your hand, and that will let me know that you wish to speak. We do have a couple callers that are in with nobody with their hand raised, but we do have a couple callers that are on the line as well, so welcome as well. So anyways, the need for responsible and sound scholarship. And why is that necessary as a topic to be brought up? Well, it's really of the utmost importance because it wouldn't be a topic at all if we were not infected with irresponsible scholarship. You dig? There was an overabundance, and it's actually generational. To be honest with you, we're on about possibly the third generation of real shoddy scholarship, and it's because within the 3 to 4 generations, sometimes some of these organizations are like 80 and 90 years old. It's been not challenged, and I don't really know why. But if somebody makes a claim that just appears to be outlandish, and for the majority of the people to simply go along with it and not challenge it, either you are worshiping a personality and not being responsible as the listener or the student. Perhaps you are just, a follower within these organizations and don't wish to cause any trouble. Or perhaps you're just retarded. I think that there's a couple speakers today that stand in front of the people, and I truly believe that they're autistic. I don't think they're very bright. Either way, I think that there is a legitimate purpose for the people who are listening to scholastically challenge certain claims that are made so that you can break the cycle. Break the cycle of the ignorance so that we can, again, change our condition. When someone comes before you, and we see it happen consistently. If somebody comes with an outlandish claim, and then somebody comes along and says, well, I'm going to accept, I'm calling your bluff. I'm going to present my information. You start to see what happens. Videos start getting taken down. People start avoiding, certain scholars within the realm because they don't want to go unchallenged because it starts to cut into their money. And their whole purpose is to exploit the people so that they can continue to get speaking engagements, et cetera, et cetera. But, that's what people do. They exploit people out of their ignorance, and they perpetuate certain myths until it goes unchallenged. So you have outlandish claims like, somebody sent a video today, and it was Bobby Hemmett. And Bobby Hemmett, you never know what you're going to get with Bobby Hemmett. He mixes a lot of truth with falsehood, so you can't really tell where Bobby Hemmett's coming from. He's a knowledgeable brother. He has access to a lot of books. He does a lot of speaking engagements. But then he goes totally left. He'll go space cadet on you. And his punk ass had something to say about the Moors in a very, very derogative way. And it wasn't even necessary. You know what I'm saying? He was extremely disrespectful. And I'm not, I'm not a temple Moor, but I do know that the Moors that are within the temples of the Moor Science Temple, they are truly some of the most loving individuals that you would ever meet. Me and one of the other senior Moors were conversing, and he explained it perfect. He said that those Moors are so peaceful, they're childlike, and they are. They're very loving. Most of them, 90% of them, don't go online. If you ever go to a temple, you'll find very, very sincere and nice people. So to pick on them and to call them, derogatory names, and to mock them, the ones that are in the temple, it's, if you're an outsider, it's really quite cruel. This coming from a nigga like Bobby Hemmett, who has the audacity to say that the reason why McDonald's Filet-O-Fishes are so addictive is because they sprinkle cocaine on them. This is what this nigga had to say talking about Moors of the Moor Science Temple, and you're talking about cocaine being sprinkled on filet of fish, which is why they're so addictive. This is what I'm talking about, irresponsible scholarship. Really just claims that you pull out of the air. You know what I mean? And these people here, they make a living doing this, and there are other ones who do that. But anyone who makes a certain kind of claim should be, challenged respectfully. There's no problem with that. If you're making a scholastic claim, then challenge it scholastically. Come with your references. Come with your information, or whatever you're presenting as your information, and scholastically challenge that. I think that's the appropriate thing to do. But just make sure that you haven't made any outrageous claims that can truly and easily be debunked yourself. So, maybe there is cocaine being sprinkled on McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. Ronald to be in the handcuffs and children to be high. Just silly nigga shit, man. Y'all know how I go, man.